Picture this. It's September 2011 and your school friends have just told you about this game called Minecraft. Intrigued? You rush home and grab your Kindle Fire, which you got at your last birthday. You search the Amazon store, yet to no avail. Minecraft won't be there for another year. A little distraught, but determined, you ask your dad to let you play the game on his computer, only to receive a stern no, saying it's only for work. The discouragement deepens, but then you remember one alternative, the next best thing. If I can't play it, I'll watch it. Opening YouTube, something you only learned about months prior, you search Minecraft and stumble across creators like Yogscast and Captain Sparkles. You watch one video, then another. Minutes turn into hours, hours into days, and then months. You're hooked, not only on the game, but the creators. The possibilities shown in front of you spark so many ideas. Eventually, the Pocket Edition comes out for your Kindle, and you get it and play it a little, but you'd rather watch the creators. Your parents confused on why you're happy watching someone else play a game when you could play the game yourself. By 2014, you're deep in, still hooked on the game and respective videos. But times change, and so do you. As the years pass, your passion slowly fades. Sure, you still watch and play Minecraft. It's the only game you play, know, and love, but it's different now. The intimate familiarity you have with this game, in a way, has become a curse, leaving it all feeling stale. The Let's Plays, the mod packs, the progression, it all runs together after a while. When your younger brother gets old enough, you even try playing the game with him, amused by his awe and discovery like that you possessed all those years ago. And for a moment, that excited, fresh, unknown feeling returns, before quickly fading again. Series from your favorite YouTubers start to go unfinished, and the magic of that content starts to fade. You still love Minecraft. You still love and watch the creators. It's your passion, your fixation. And despite it all, you can't help but feel bored. But why? The truth is, Minecraft content is old, a repetitive formula we've all grown accustomed to. Let's Plays, even the newer format of 100 days, follow the same pattern, leading to the stagnation that we see with current content. But those few examples that did break away from this structure stuck out and stayed away from that stagnation. The series and players' motivations went beyond the game, beyond beating the dragon, building a base, or getting kitted out in Netherite. They focused on the stories, the motivations, and social dynamics. The reason behind playing, behind recording that series, and behind the people and their motivations. Minecraft, with its limitless possibilities, has evolved beyond gameplay, beyond a simple game, and instead into a flourishing medium for storytelling, artistic expression, and creativity beyond the blocks given to us. But to really understand this, we gotta take a step back a little, in both time and perspective. The trademark feature of Minecraft has always been the freedom it gives you. A limitless world, confined only by how many blocks you're willing to travel from your base, with the promise of new biomes, unique structures, and loot just beyond the render distance. In the early days, we were all unfamiliar with this, not really sure how the game went, the general gameplay trope, and what we needed to do to progress. We watched multiple different iterations of people starting fresh, making that first base, mining until they're geared up, defeating the dragon, building out their world to grand scales over and over again. We probably had our own worlds like this, even. Video after video, creator after creator, world after world, the journey might vary now and then, but it's always the same result. Success in the matter of a few weeks, and then boredom. You take a break for a few months, rinse, and repeat. Creators eventually realized the lack of variety in simply documenting a survival world, so they pushed beyond this. Skywars content, SMPs, mod packs, even newer forms like 100 Days and crazy over-the-top challenges, anything was put into action to hold the attention of viewers and creators alike. And it worked for a bit. But eventually even these videos got repetitive, and the same stagnation followed. As viewers slowly dwindled, creators were faced with a choice. Expand into new content beyond Minecraft, continue with the same ineffective pattern until fading into obscurity, or try something different. Something had to change. So what did change? Not every attempt or example worked out, but the majority that did make the effort and creative leap to break from this pattern saw success, some of them not as obvious as you'd think would be necessary. One of the early examples that comes to my mind, just because it played an impactful role in my life, was the Mayanite series. Starting as a simple SMP in 2014, Mayanite evolved into a rich, story-driven realm with 3 gods, Mayanite, Dionite, and Ionite, with the players following one of the 3. There would be weekly purges, a plot for players to follow, which ultimately leaves them stranded and set up perfectly for the transition into the second season, which saw the story completely re-evaluated, yet continued from the last. The interactions between the players were funny, the storyline engaging and entertaining, and truly something so unique for its time.
What the fuck?
The hell was that?
Wait. What the?
Wait, what?
What?
Sir?
What is this? What is this?
Excuse me? Sir?
What the?
Sir? Excuse me? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. Gonna need backup, over.
Ultimately, the series paved the way for more future, narrative-driven content to come, like the Dream SMP, which followed a whole cast of younger, newer creators and their stories and interactions on the server, inside jokes, alliances, personal stakes, and more. Yes, it was all orchestrated, but that's what made it so memorable. Other creators sought this engagement in humor and sharing their own experiences, like Technoblade, even beyond his role on the Dream SMP. His Sky Wars videos, while focusing on gameplay and other players, were also highlighted by his witty commentary and engaging stories he told while playing. It was like you were there, invested and engaged in conversation with him. His other content, like the Potato War saga, also focused on these interactions and humor, but provoked thought at the same time, perfecting that balance between fun and meaningful content.
Once I won the war, there was nothing left to do except celebrate my victory with grace and humility.
Oh my gosh! He's doing a little emote on me. Oh my, not like this. Come on. Was this necessary?
Watch me dance, Squid Kid, you lose! You lose the war! I gained a lot from the Potato War. Patience, discipline, carpal tunnel. I guess my main regret is that I bribed Squid's Discord admin to give my alt permission to see into his secret text channels, and then he never used them all year. With the war over, Squid took down his potato minions, and my fields have gone unfarmed. While we were enemies, I still respect Squid Kid. I understand now that it is only with a worthy rival that one can reach their fullest potential.
Meanwhile, PewDiePie's 2019 revisit of the game played on nostalgia this time, revisiting the simpler playstyle that we all missed. He progressed at his own pace, accenting the video with his unique humor, perspective, and unfamiliarity as he played, reminding us of the simpler times of the game that we missed. More recent creators, like FlowState and Nico, bring real-life experiences into the picture, using Minecraft as a vehicle to tell genuine, emotional stories and share life advice. Others seek to engage viewers through mystery and intrigue, like the Minecraft Alpha 1.0.16 version's ARG, or series like The Decade, a uniquely fresh story that ties into not only the game, but lives of real characters. The point is, all of these creators, known or anonymous, new or old, found success and sparked the interest of viewers not purely because of the gameplay, but because of the stories they told through Minecraft. They focused on the emotion, the social interactions, the thoughts, the underlying meaning behind what they are doing, driven by true passion and creativity. They didn't treat Minecraft like another game. They embraced it as a medium to express their ideas and passions. Just as anyone with a pen or a camera would, it became something deeper. And that's just the thing about this game. To many of its players and vast community, it's something more than just a game, and that's what sets it apart. It's not just the vast, blocky world, the mods, or the gameplay that keeps players engaged, but the memories and connections we form around it. Minecraft allows us to create emotional attachments with not only the game or our creations, but to the community, our friends, and the shared experiences we have. Revisit my example of Techno. Sure, his gameplay was humor driven and that helped to bring people back, but he also shared those vulnerable moments with us. He formed a genuine connection with his audience. We weren't watching his videos for the gameplay, we were watching for him. It's this emotional connection that makes Minecraft supersede being just a game, genre of internet content, or a niche of pop culture. It's not about what we're doing, but why. Why we have the memories we do and what those experiences in the future will become. Whether it's purely out of nostalgia for the simpler, happier times of our youth, or the joy of being able to share experiences with a like-minded audience, Minecraft is truly something more meaningful, a true medium for expression, emotional or creative. I've had my struggles and realizations too. I've loved the game ever since I was introduced to it, and it's really been the only game I've consistently played. But like many others, my passion for it started to fade too. Starting this channel reignited it, but not for long. Now, at 19, I've been thinking a lot about aspects of life, the reasons behind my and other people's actions, why we act and perceive things the way we do, and how I could stay motivated enough to stay productive. I wanted to share my thoughts and hopefully leave a small impact on someone's mindset or day. I realized I needed to find a new passion, to go beyond my day-to-day work and pursue something I genuinely felt for. But what? After trying Bed Wars content, which didn't really satisfy the urge despite my love for the game, I pivoted to something similar to the emotional, talk-based content that I had found before. From there, everything kind of fell into place. The passions that these creators shared, combined with my love for this game, led me to this very moment and rekindled the passion for Minecraft as a game and content format that I had felt fading before. I wouldn't specifically say that Minecraft content is doomed, but it's definitely in a weird place currently. A lot of the newer creators have gone quiet, and older ones continue to take a step back. What isn't brain rot, view farming kids content is often trying to break the norm, and we continue to see new concepts and projects take off, while older formats also live on, but not to the same scale. But the creativity of this community has always amazed me, and I doubt that will change anytime soon. Whether you're a content creator, involved member of the community, just another casual player, or an old face revisiting the game for the first time in years, I encourage you to think on a deeper level of why you play the game. Take things slower, explore, discover, and make those memories, instead of running through the game in a couple of weeks. Don't focus on the destination, the end goal, but rather the journey and the experiences along the way. What drives you, not only to play the game or watch videos on it, but in life? What pushes you to pursue your passions through times both good and bad? Minecraft is a true medium for human expression, and it will continue to be for decades to come. It's truly whatever you want it to be, whatever you make it, inside the game or beyond. The future of this game and its place on the internet lies in the creativity of you, the player, the creator, and ultimately why you do what you do.